Good morning. I was wanting to throw this out here, and I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but the question is, how do you not hold a grudge on customers that cause damage to your mower? And the reason was thinking about this was this first yard I went out this morning on almost a new set of blades. They threw a well casing down in the ground right at the edge of their property line. Well, of course, anybody who's mowing wants to do a good job, so I try to keep that brush beat back, and of course I end up tagging the cast iron end cap with my blades, ruining pretty much a new set of blades. And I don't know, I at first I thought, well, I'm gonna just be an ass and every time I go over there, throw that stupid well casing out in the middle of her lawn until she gets to the point that she needs to get rid of shit the way it's supposed to be got rid of, not have buried garbage that it's going to cost somebody injury or damage, and then bring somebody else on the lawn that doesn't know a thing about it, couldn't know anything about it. I don't know. Then I got thinking, well, it'd be more constructive to put out a video talking about how you can change the paradigm on that and how to think about it where it's more constructive. And I was thinking, well, maybe if a person just recalled all the times they've caused damage or to a small degree or whatever, and realize that it goes both ways and it's part of the business. And I understand all that, that's true. But I was thinking, yeah, that'd be the way to go. Don't do a negative video. Because I know a lot of people make their money out of kumbaya, like the Spencers and stuff, but that's kind of not me, and I want to keep it real, so I'll try to find some middle ground there. But yeah, I was pissed and all initially, and still am, but because it's not just the blades, you got to go to the dealer, get new blades unless you're stockpiled on them, sharpen them, then you got to put them on. And so then I go to the next yard, and my thinking pretty much flip-flopped again, away from the trying to be nice. A lot of times that's one thing I don't like about myself, in that I let people get one over on me way too much. So at some point I want to work on that, and be more assertive in protecting my interests. But then and it's easy to be assertive and make a demand when you're angry. But when you're trying to do it just as a matter of being fair to yourself, that takes more fortitude and everything. So that's what I want to work on, and not do it in the moment or in anger. But then I get to my next yard, and after I'm thinking, well, I need to be more diplomatic about it and just let her know what happened and whatever, and weigh in the fact that I've damaged stuff before and people have let me off the hook. But it just seems like it's happening way too often, because I go to the next yard and then my freaking thinking gets flip-flopped again, because halfway through it I wrap up a bunch of damn wire. Let me flip this around and see if I can show it to you. Hold on. So I go out on the next yard, and then I wrap up, I don't know, it looks like it wasn't there before because I cleared the lot. So much wire, I don't even know what it is. And that can go through the sidewalls of the tire. It didn't. So it's not a big deal. It's just a matter of, now I gotta come home, put this mower on the lift, get under this nasty dirty deck. And see, this is all wet too. And I don't normally service a deck. That can cost me a couple grand, or it can cost me my life. because I've been through this before, where when you're got wet, muddy nastiness on a mower like this, that's when you're going to get transfer into your skin of the hookworms, like I detailed in my first video. So this is not a time you want, when that mower deck's like that, you would not really want to be under it. But how can you not when you got what's apparently a whole bale full of wire wrapped up in there? So I don't know if you can see it from this side. So I don't know, it's frustrating sometimes. You almost feel like sometimes that the customers don't really appreciate that you're trying to give them the best cut quality possible with brand new blades, and that they don't care. And if it was something that a projectiled into one of their bay windows, they would have had me paying for it, you know? So at what point do you just really freaking get pissed off? And I don't know. You know what? I don't even know why I'm posting this video, because I don't have the answers. You know, you can think about it one way, and try to be a bit more diplomatic, but then you start realizing that is happening way more often than it needs to be with the customers that I have, and maybe it's time for me to make a change. On these manicured yards, you don't see this kind of stuff. So it's something to think about. Does a guy really want to do the mom and pop yards, little granny yards, where maybe Granny didn't do it, maybe somebody came to visit, decided, well, this is a good spot to deposit, you know, something, and then you come out and you mow, and, you know, or you get the older gentleman that can't mow anymore, but for years he stacked stuff close to trees where his little tractor mower never could get close enough to hit it. But you're using a zero turn, they call you in, and now all of the landmines that he's put in for the last 30 years are equipment damages. You know, it takes months to get it all sorted out. So I don't know. Let me think about it and see if I got anything that's more insightful than just to throw out there that I'm pissed off right now, and maybe I can add to that or spin it in a constructive manner. But right now I just really don't have anything for you. All right, have a good one. All right, so I'm back. I thought about it a little more. I don't care to put a positive spin on this, because there's nothing positive about it for me. All the work I did in preparedness to be ready for the week is out the window. In fact, now I've got a backup mower on my trailer, which means the yard I'm going to, I'll probably have to double cut it because this mower wasn't ready. Well, it was ready, but not for the quality that I like. I wear polarized sunglasses. I can see everything. But the point is, maybe these customers don't deserve the quality that I'm trying to bring to them. When they can't choose between using their lawn as a lawn or a landfill or refuse dump, then maybe I shouldn't be worried about every little blade of grass and how it lays, you know. So in light of the fact that I also didn't want to put out a negative video, I'll just say it like this. I think maybe, since I can't put a positive spin on it, I'll just say this. Maybe putting out the video and sharing my frustrations will help other people to realize that they're not the only one that's dealing with this kind of stuff. You know, and there's people that don't deal with things like this because they do only manicured lawns. But, and I hope that's the scenario, because I know my buddy just got a brand new mower, and I'd hate for him to see a day like this where, you know, after 15 grand or whatever he spent, that he's wrapping wire and hitting cast iron metal pieces laying in yards. And probably being his only machine at this point because of having so much invested in one. I don't know. That's all I can say. Like I said, I don't have the answer. I don't want to carry a grudge because that's bad for business. And I'm out here to make money more than anything. But when you think about the time, the wire is not a big deal, and I would cut that out right now. That wire that wrapped on the blades, except for that deck being wet. You know, I would have cut that out and been back on that yard in minutes. That's not a big deal, but the blade damage, and it's just, you know, 2 in a row. Come on, give me a freaking break. So I'm on to another one with the backup mower. And with that time delay, you know, I was supposed to be on to working on the Bobcat, working on the mini skid steer, and working on my lift. You know, I got problems with it. I got the outriggers to drop, but I can't get the boom to go up now. It's an electrical problem. It's hard knowing down the line how many opportunities are now not going to be available to me because of this time that's wasted. You know, it's kind of like having an employee like Bo. I'm sorry, Ray, but you know, you don't know how much this is going to compound in the future, these delays, these setbacks. I'm supposed to be talking on the phone to people. I'm supposed to be keeping the equipment maintained. I'm not supposed to be driving into a rainstorm because I've been held up for the last 10 minutes doing a mower swap out and running back home. I got a remote control mower I'm supposed to be building. I'm building a fueling error prevention thing for SEMA next year. I've got my house in the middle of a remodel. I got a million things going on. Okay, my list, just to make the list of shit I need to do would be more than a great deal of the people I know even do. Just making the list, not even performing any of the things on the list. Just the act of making the list, it exceeds what some of the people I know, what they do. Even within months of time. It would be more laborious for them to create the list of things that I've got in my head to do. I don't know. I'm going to get off here before I piss off everybody. Have a good one.